So, what's happening now in the world of events? We're shooting this August 2020. As a company that used to do lots of events, we're not doing live ones anymore, they're all online. I thought we would talk to an expert on events and hear what the trends are. I'm going to be talking to my old mate Dan, who's actually a bit of a mentor to me in terms of events and videos and things like that. And that's coming right up. So, what is happening in the world of events? It must be really hard for events companies and companies who are used to staging live events. We're really lucky today. I've got an old friend, Daniel Steinhauer, talking to us today. Dan, we have known each other probably 10 years at least. And
Absolutely. It's been a while, hasn't it?
it has. And Daniel kind of, I guess he's my mentor for events. When we started out trying to make our events a lot more professional, and Daniel has been along and helped us stage events, plan events, MC our events. He's been great helping us in our video productions. So, in all of those things, he's the guy that I turn to. So, Daniel, tell us, mate, what's happening in the world of events these days?
Well, mate, that's a really interesting question. I think obviously we all know that COVID has changed the world. I mean, it has taken what seemed to be such a solid, rock solid future. I mean, the events industry and all of these different things that we just took as the norm, all of a sudden were overnight changed, and we find ourselves all of a sudden having to Zoom. I remember the day that Google became a word in the dictionary. You know, you go, oh, I need to search something up, and then it became, I need to Google something. And then overnight we had Zoom, you know, where we would sort of go to online events and different things. And then all of a sudden it became Zoom. I need to go and do a Zoom, or I need to Zoom somebody. So it's like a full life-changing shift that's happened due to the COVID thing. But look, at the end of the day, mate, I mean, the whole thing is really interesting from an event perspective, because the the benefits of the online movement, I guess. I mean, we've been doing online for many years, and seeing the benefits, or other people seeing the benefits of the online platform, has been really impressive and really good, because people can realize what incredible things they can actually achieve with their events. Not just relying on the old face-to-face. So yeah, it's really fascinating, actually,
So,
very
so,
fascinating.
so Daniel, I mean, for people who don't know you, your clients would be like a who's who of, event promoters and, event speakers. I mean, you've been doing this for a very long time. What are you seeing in the industry? Have a lot of them managed to switch? Take some I know have taken their complete sort of event series, if you like, and put them online very quickly.
Hmm.
Have others almost kind of given up and thought it's all too hard?
Yeah, they have. I mean, there's a bit of a mix between the different camps, I guess you call it. You've got the people who just jump straight into running their events online, and the benefits that they've seen have been extraordinary, and the growth in their business has been extraordinary as well. And then you've got the people who have kind of hidden or shied away, or even, stuck their head in the sand and said, oh, it's going away, it's going to go away. But the truth of the matter is, as we all know, I mean, you keep on seeing lockdowns happening all over the world, over and over, and it just becomes a reality that we have to take it on board, that life is going to go online, and we need to actually do it. And the people who have jumped at that have actually seen incredible results in their business and their events. I know that some people are seeing massive growth in numbers. I mean, extraordinary growth. Other people have seen higher intakes with sponsorship, higher numbers, like higher dollar values for sponsorship. I mean, that just sounds insane, but people are seeing the value. Those sponsors are seeing the value of, taking out a $5,000 ad versus sponsoring an event where they actually get to speak to, say, 500 delegates and ask them specific questions, or literally have a face-to-face with people who are your ideal client. I mean, that stuff is unheard of. You could go to 100 expos or 100 different live events and never have the exposure or the same connection you have with customers. So the people that have really jumped into this and they're willing to take a risk and be a bit vulnerable, have just seen massive results. And some of those people, you would know their names. Some of them, you wouldn't know their names, but now you would know their names. You know, that kind of thing. It's like, it's been this massive journey for everybody. Some people have absolutely stuck their head in the sand and just said, look, not interested.
Sad.
You know, it's
Sad,
too difficult. I'm not willing to do it. It's just too,
I mean,
too vulnerable.
we're questioning in our own business, are we going to do live events again? We've done I mean, I run a management consulting company. We've been running live events for 20 years. We love them. But I'm starting to question, and you help us, stage those events. I'm beginning to question, do I really want to spend $25,000 on a live event? And that's just the venue cost, because we generally do our events for free.
Yeah.
Or am I going to do something online and get 10 times the number of people, and it will cost me $1,000 in advertising?
That's exactly right. And you don't have to lug gear around. You don't have to do all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
so
maybe in the future it could be a mix. But I mean, look into your crystal ball. Do you think a lot of people are just going to stay online now and not go back to live events?
Oh, 100%, 100%. I mean, if you look at Tony Robbins, for example, he was running massive events. Obviously, he is an event company himself. He's a dynamo. And he has literally just spent, I don't know how many millions of dollars setting up online for himself. Because, all of a sudden people have been, I guess, they've experienced the online stuff. They've been through that process of, being woken up in the middle of the night and sprayed down with a hose. What do you call that when you're in the army?
I don't know. Not sure we did that. Paddles involved?
I think, I remember seeing a movie about that anyway. But they've had that forced time to actually shift over to the online world. And people are just jumping at it, and I think you're right in regards to the massive cost that it was. It was so expensive, and it's just like a reality check for everybody who does events, everybody who goes to events. I mean, do CEOs and people like that really need to travel from Australia over to the US to sign a piece of paper for a one-day meeting? It's that kind of thinking that has just shifted completely, and the event industry is no different.
It's a total shift, isn't it? Now, look, we're probably going to generate a lot of questions on this topic, so I'm not sure yet what platform this is going to go out on, but wherever you're watching this from, do put in some questions below. Whatever platform it's on. Do you mind if we share a link to your business, Daniel? Because people might have questions and maybe they want to come to you for advice about
anybody, if they
events.
want to jump on and ask any questions, absolutely. I'm happy to give my 2 cents worth. It's a little bit of industry experience and some of Australia's and international best speakers and stuff. So happy to help, of course.
Excellent. Okay, well, appreciate your time, Dan, and we'll talk again very soon.
Thanks, Rob.
So if you enjoy these topics, you know how it works on the channel. Do hit subscribe. We have videos coming out every week, generally on a Tuesday evening, and love to get your comments and questions and so on down below. So thanks for watching, and thanks, Dan, for being with us.
Thanks, Rob.